Hello guys, welcome back to another live stream, and I'm back for another live stream today, only on myself unfortunately, but it's a Premier League roundup for this week then. Of course, Aston Villa got smashed, Manchester United win, Chelsea lose, it loads of games to get them underway, so put comments in, what do you think of every game? Did your team win this week? Did your team lose? Did your team draw? How are you feeling about your team? But yeah, let's just get into it in a minute. Go on. Right. So first game then, it is this one. Leicester City nil, Manchester City 1. I did watch this game then. Man City did just scrape out a 1-0 victory away against Leicester. I think first half it was all City. I don't know how they didn't score in that first half. They just had the ball. They had more of the ball. They had chances. They just couldn't score. It was 0-0 half time. I think Leicester went into half time with a hope to come back out stronger second half. And that's what they did. I think Leicester was better in the second half. I think they were stronger. But Man City had that free kick. What apparently was a free kick, but I watched the first half. I didn't see the first. I think the first 10 minutes into the second half. So I did see De Bruyne's free kick, but apparently it wasn't free kick. I got told. But yeah, um, De Bruyne scores a free kick, and Leicester had 10 shots, Man City have 15. They both have 5 on target. 35% of the ball for Leicester, 65% for Manchester City. So it's a good win for Manchester City. I really think it is. But yeah, I just. What do you guys think? Because, yeah. Um, I just think. I think Leicester were better second half. But we'll get on to the next game in a minute. But what do you think of this game? So yeah. So let's move on to the next game then. Bournemouth 2, Spurs 3 then. A 3-2 win to Spurs. Of course, Bournemouth went 2-0 up and they bottled it. I think Bournemouth, they've been really good this season. They've lost 2 in a row now, but I think they've been really good. I think going 2-0 up against Spurs, it is good. Yes, bottoming it isn't, but going 2-0 up, scoring 2 goals against Spurs, it's really good. But yeah, Kiefer Moore scored in the 22nd minute to go 1-0, and it was 1-0 half time to Bournemouth. They went out a bit stronger second half, scored in the 49th minute, went 2-0 at Kiefer Moore again. Then they went 2 on 57th minute, Wayne Session. Then they went 2-2, 73 minutes, Ben Davis. Then 90th minute, Ben Krul scored the winner. It was 6 shots for Bournemouth, 23 shots for Spurs, 4 on target for Bournemouth, 7 on target for Spurs, 30% of the ball for Bournemouth, 70% of the ball for Spurs. So it's a good win. We'll talk about table, of course, after all the game, but it's a good win for Spurs. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So let's get them. Brentford won, Wolves won. I bet Brentford just win 1-0. They did actually go 1-0, but then 2 minutes after Wolves scored. So yeah, of course it was 0-0 half time. Nothing happened in this game apparently in the first half. It was about 2 chances each for both teams, but nothing really happened. And the second half was much better. Apparently, Benmy scored. Brentford scored to go 1-0 up in 50th minute. Then 2 minutes after, Ruben Neves with a screamer scored the equaliser. Then Costa for Wolves got sent off in the 90th minute for headbutting Benmy for no reason. It was 12 shots for Brentford, 13 shots for Wolves, 4 on target for Wolves, 3 on target for Brentford. So not many shots on target. It was 58% of the ball for Brentford, 42% of the ball for Wolves. So yeah, it's a good draw, I guess. Of course, both teams did get better last week 4-0. So both teams wanted to go out there and try and get a point each, but both teams didn't. Got a point, 1-1. Not a best for both teams, but I'll take it. Tony has scored the last 2 games now, but yeah, we'll see what happens then. Meanwhile, then Graham Potter returns back against his old club, and it wasn't a good game for him against his old club. It was Brighton 4, Chelsea 1 then, a 4-1 win to Brighton. You know, I predicted Chelsea to just nick. I did predict them to smash Brighton. I predicted 2-1 Chelsea, and it was 4-1 Brighton. And Brighton, I think they're a strong team now. I think you see them just, yeah, they're really strong team, Brighton, and they could, I don't know, will Brighton get top 10? I'm not too sure, but yeah, Brighton went 1-0 up in 5 minutes. Then it was 2-0 in 14 minutes as Ruben Loftus-Cheek scores own goal. Then it was 3-0 in a 42-minute own goal by Chabler, so 3-0 Brighton half time. Come out second half, Kai Havertz gets one 3 minutes into the second half to go 3-1. It was 3-1 to 90th minute. Then Grob gets one to go 4-1 up for Brighton. It was 19 shots for Brighton, 15 shots for Chelsea, 9 on target for Brighton, 7 on target for Chelsea, 41% of the ball for Brighton, 59% of the ball for Chelsea. So, it's a good win for Brighton, to be there. Like I said, we'll look at a table after, but I think that's the first win under their new manager now. And yeah, they move on. We'll have a look who everyone got after the games and all that. But yeah, I think, yeah, I will go through all the leagues as well. League 1, Children. But next game then, it is Crystal Palace win. Crystal Palace 1, Southampton 0. Then I predicted a 1-1. I think it will be like a scrappy game, but Edouard gets a win in the 38th minute. He scores in. Not a great game apparently, but Palace have 12 shots. Southampton have 14. Palace have 3 on target. Southampton has 4 on target. 44% of the ball for Palace, 56% of the ball for Southampton. To be honest, a good win for Crystal Palace. I think forever, he's getting pressure now. I don't think he'll get sacked because he is a class manager. Yes, they haven't really been good this season yet, but I think he's still a class manager. And yeah, a 1-0 win to Crystal Palace. A good win, and yeah, they'll just move on. So let's come then. It is, of course, not again what I want to speak about, but Newcastle United 4, Aston Villa 0. Then, before I came live, I did post a match reaction on my main channel, so go and like that and subscribe. But yeah, 4-0 win to Newcastle. Of course, I think we was really good first half till they got that penalty on the edge of half time. And they got that penalty. Callum Wilson 1-0 Newcastle at half time it was. Then it went 2-0 in 56 minutes. Then 3-0 in the 59th minute. Then 4-0 in the 67th minute. Of course, it could have been 7-0. They hit a bar. They got a goal disallowed. They hit a post. It could have been more, but Newcastle had 20 shots, Villa had only 3. Newcastle had 7 shots on target, Villa had 0. It's embarrassing. Newcastle had 60 off the ball, Villa had 40. It is embarrassing, but you know, we move on to next week. We haven't won a away game this season, and yeah, I think St James's Park it is a hard place to go to, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll move on in a minute. Right. So next game then, it is not a best, only 1-0 this week, and it was Fulham 0, Everton 0 then, and 0-0 draw. You know, I watched the first half and I think it was good. I think Everton actually started well. They could have scored in the first 3 minutes. I think they started strong, and yeah, I think it was a good first half, but second half weren't really nice. But Fulham had 24 shots, Everton had 9. Fulham had 6 on target, Everton had 4. Fulham had 57% of the ball, Everton had 43. So I know not sure. I think that's a point for both teams. I think Fulham playing really good this season. Everything in that they're getting the points and the wins now. There, of course, and yeah, just so yeah, a 0-0. I think good result for um both teams. Then this was a shock. Then, well, I would say shock because it was at actually Anfield. It was Liverpool 1, Leeds United 2, then a 2-1 win to Leeds United. I think, oh man, it's a big win for Leeds away at Anfield. Virgil van Dijk, first loss at Anfield against Leeds. It's just, yeah, but Leeds went 1-0 up in 4 minutes. I did see a goal. I was seeing my dinner time and I missed a goal. But I did watch out for that. But it was a mistake from Joe Gomez and Alisson slipped. So I don't know who you will blame because Alisson was too far out of his goal. But who would you blame really? But yeah, Rodrigo scored for Leeds to go 1-0. Then Salah scored in 14 minutes 1-1. Then 89th minute. The man, it's actually his birthday today, and he scored a winner yesterday. And he 89th minute 2-1 Leeds. 22 shots for Liverpool, 14 shots for Leeds. I think Leeds played really well attacking yesterday. 10 shots on target for Liverpool, 6 on target for Leeds. And Leeds goalkeeper did actually get man of the match. But I think it's a good win for Leeds away at Anfield. No one can actually do that. But, you know, Boxing Day Liverpool, we're coming for you at Villa Park. Let's go then. It is Arsenal 5, Nottingham Forest 0 then. A 5-0 win to Arsenal. Too good, didn't it? Arsenal went 1-0 up in 5 minutes, Martinelli, and it was 1-0 Arsenal at half time. Then it went 2, and Nelson came on in the first half because for injured Saka, and he scored a second to go 2-0 up in 49. Then he scored again 3-0 in 52. Then it went 4-0 in 57. Thomas Partey, what a goal! And it went 5-0 78-minute Odegaard. It was 24 shots for Arsenal, 5 shots for Forest. Arsenal had 10 on target, Forest had 2. Arsenal had 70% of the ball, Forest had 30. It's a good win for Arsenal. They move top of the league now. Of course, I will say table after, but yeah, I think that's good for Arsenal. Good win, and we will see. But yeah, let's move on then. So let's move on to the last game this week then. It was earlier today, 4:15 kicker. Manchester United won, West Ham 0 then. A 1-0 win to Manchester United. A big win for Man U. Most people actually predicted a 1-0 to Man United, but it was 60. Marcus Rashford, of course, got in the first 38 minutes, but it was 16 shots for Man U, 13 shots for West Ham, 3 on target for Man U, 5 on target for West Ham, 54% off the ball for Man U, and 46% off the ball for West Ham. So good win for Manchester United. But yeah, we'll see. So then we will move on to the table and see who everyone got then. So let me move from bottom. So Forest are bottom and they've got Brentford at home the next game. What could be Tassie? In 19th place it is Wolves and Wolves have Brighton at home. 18th place it is Leicester and they've got Everton away. 17th place is Southampton who got Newcastle at home. 16th place is Aston Villa who have Manchester United at home. 15th place is Leeds who have Bournemouth at home. 14th place is Bournemouth who have Leeds away. 13th place it is West Ham who got Crystal Palace at home. 12th place it is Everton who got Leicester at home. 11th place it is Brentford who got Forest away. 10th place is Crystal Palace who have West Ham away. 9th place it is Liverpool who have Spurs away, what could be a tasty one. 8th place it is Brighton who have Wolves away. 7th place it is Fulham who have Manchester City away. Jeez. 6th place it is Chelsea who have Arsenal at home. 5th place it is Manchester United who have Villa away. 4th place it is Newcastle who have Southampton away. 3rd place it is Spurs who have Liverpool at home. 2nd place it is Manchester City who have Fulham at home. And top of the league it is Arsenal who have Chelsea away. So yeah, that's the Premier League table. Of course, yeah, I think that's the Premier League roundup for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. Of course, yeah, Premier League roundup. Of course, the live streams I will actually be live streaming for the upcoming weeks. Then, I will actually put so we're on the. So tomorrow we'll be playing with Exeter 7:45, 8 o'clock kickoff. It's a derby. Should be tasty. Um, Tuesday will probably not be one. I might dream one, but I'll think about that. That might just be a West, but I'm not too sure. Wednesday, Birmingham City taking on Millwall. You know, that will be a tasty one to be fair. 8, Millwall are 8, Blues are 12. If they win, they could go on the same points of 7th and 8th. Thursday won't be one. Friday probably won't be one. I might tune the Championship game with Reading Preston, but probably not. Saturday won't be one. We come out a football game. Sunday won't be one. We come out another football game. If Ipswich are going the FA Cup next Monday, not tomorrow, next Monday, then I will tune that. Tuesday, probably none to be fair. I probably won't tune any. I might tune Birmingham City against Swansea to be fair. But yeah. Wednesday, probably none. Well, Man City Chelsea actually 8 o'clock kickoff on the Wednesday. But that's in the cup. What should be tasty? I think that's the only Sky game. What's actually in the cup on Wednesday? But yeah. Then Thursday it is Manchester United against Villa. What's on Scandinavia for Cup away. So I will dream that. Friday, Birmingham City, Sunderland probably. And the 12th of November, I'm not too sure because I might be going away with Tottenham. But if I'm not, then I'll definitely tune them. But yeah, that's probably the upcoming. I will probably get them all out either tonight or tomorrow. But subscribe, like. I've been live for 22 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. Subscribe to my main as well. I'm like 15 or 16 away from 100. So get me there. Get this to like 30 subs. I'm like 8 away, I think, or 9. So yeah, subscribe, like, and see you on the next live stream. Peace out.